We landed in Toronto, and the very first thing that we did was sit down for lunch with Jason's side of the family. His aunt, who actually paid for my Vegas hotel, invited us for Xinjiang, or Uyghur food. It turned out to be the perfect meal for everyone at the table. Everything was halal, so no pork at all. And all the dishes were mainly lamb with some real bold flavoring like cumin, chili, and garlic. It was so different from anything I'd ever had before. As a first-timer, I found the food incredibly delicious, colorful, and interesting. It definitely left me wanting to explore a little bit more of Xinjiang or Uyghur food in the future. The next day, we met up with our dear friend Annie and Elvis near St. Lawrence Market. We started with lunch at Cafe Landers, where I ordered shashuka. During lunch, Annie shared a fun little tradition they have. They take turns making soup to see who makes the best one. Because of that, they invited us to walk around St. Lawrence Market to shop for seasonal ingredients and get some inspiration for their next soup ideas. Apparently, peaches were in season, and when Annie handed me one to try, it completely blew me away. It was honestly the juiciest and sweetest peach I've ever had. I lived in Toronto for a long time, but somehow I had never visited St. Lawrence Market until today. The vibe reminded me so much of Granville Island Public Market, but newer, cleaner, and way less clutter. It made me realize how much Granville Island could use some fixing, especially with parts of the buildings feeling old and worn down. That evening, we walked around through our old neighborhood, quietly reminiscing about our life in Toronto and reflecting on how much things have changed over the years. So for our anniversary, Jason booked a restaurant at Alo, so we're just going there right now. When we were living here, Jason always wanted to take me to Alo, a French restaurant ranked #1 in Canada. But with COVID, it just never happened. So for our 5th anniversary, he made a reservation well in advance. I didn't even know they had earned a Michelin star, but I guess that happened after I left Toronto. The restaurant had such an elegant yet lively atmosphere. I got myself a $20 non-alcoholic white wine with white peach. So Jason got the Hojita, sparkling Hojita for $20 as well. And he said it tastes really, really good.
Yeah, it's actually really good. Pleasantly surprised.
Sweet prawn tart with some Thai lime, pomelo, some prawns mayo, and bok choy.
In this guy, you can get radish and Latin pickle cucumber adding inside. On top is it?
Is that parsley?
Yes.
That taste.
You taste it?
Yeah, I taste the parsley.
Right at the end, yeah. Sections, chutoro, medium fatty tuna. It's resting in a...
Oh, you like Hokkaido ghee? Or was it...
well, this is like all really good. And in the center, that is a almond loaf. I highly recommend treating it like eggs on toast.
Toast smells really buttery. You can smell it.
Really?
Yeah, doesn't it? Did you smell it? It smells like a lot of butter, just like soaked into the bread.
This one has been aged for 5 years. So you don't get the pork.
You could have given me the pork and I could have given that to you.
Maitake mushroom, kohlrabi, which we finally julienne, and then East Coast lobster we let bring.
You smell the coriander.
Take it off.
So the main course was actually supposed to be lamb all the way from New Zealand, but I literally had lamb yesterday. So I got the Wagyu instead. For an extra $40, I think you can change it. Yeah, the 60 Miyazaki Wagyu. And it comes with like a complimentary bread. And this bread is actually a famous Alo milk bread with 82% butter fat. And it's all the way from Normandy, France. First dessert, biscuits.
Finish off your plates. Just topping them now with a drizzle of shrimp. French
At the end of the meal, we were served a few small desserts along with a chocolate cake to celebrate our 5th anniversary. This is our tiny anniversary cake. Look how small that is. It's my hand. Jason absolutely loved Alo and said it was the best restaurant in Canada. For me though, I found the food very rich, heavy, and buttery, so I wasn't the biggest fan while eating. But honestly, that's pretty much expected when it comes to French food. One of the main reasons for this trip was to attend a wedding. Jason took the time off work and flew all the way here to celebrate his friend's special day. I really loved their wedding theme, which was inspired by China. There were subtle Chinese elements woven throughout the decor, and they even had a Chinese artist creating live drawings throughout the event. She worked incredibly fast and managed to finish everyone's artwork. The MC was amazing, the games and prizes were so entertaining, and I definitely got competitive during the games. I enjoyed every single moment, from the decor to the thoughtful details that went into planning such a beautiful wedding. The food was also amazing and so filling that I had to ask Jason to help me finish. And ending the night with bubble tea, that was honestly the perfect ending for me. Early the next morning, Jason flew back to Vancouver. Surprisingly, I didn't feel too bummed out because over the next few weeks, I kept myself really busy. It suddenly hit me that I had multiple races coming up that I wasn't fully prepared for. So I trained hard, like rock climbing, strength training, swimming, and a lot of running. All I could think about was run, run, and run more. I ran about 5 times a week, 1 long run, 2 speed sessions, and 2 easy runs. I was also really grateful that I didn't have to do it all alone and had some friends there to keep me company. September ended up being the month I ran the most and stayed the most consistent, close to 200 kilometers in total.
15 kilometers.
I even ran 26 kilometers with my youngest sister, which you guys could check out my short on YouTube, and we still made time to bake together. I'm not really a baker, but it's something I've always wanted to get into. My sister, on the other hand, is an experienced baker who casually bakes at home. We decided to make some madeleines together. Honestly, it wasn't as difficult as I expected, and I could probably make them at home. I just need to invest in some fancy equipment my sister has. The madeleines tasted so good that we finished them all within 2 days. After 3 weeks, Jason came back, extremely jet-lagged, tired, and somehow still functioning. So my sister made us some breakfast today with pancakes, fruits, and blueberry syrup that she made. We quickly packed our things because we were heading to another wedding. This time it was all in Burlington, and our friend Kathy kindly offered to drive us there. The ceremony was outdoors and beautiful, followed by dinner inside. We also played some games, and Alexa kindly took one for the team. After such a busy night, we headed back home early because of the long drive. The next day, Jason and I, we went for brunch, and wow, we were hungry. So we're here to eat brunch after a long night. I'm starving. Actually, I was kind of hungry last night too. Yum, 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 yum. Jason got his black coffee for this morning. How was the coffee?
It's supposed to be unlimited refills.
I try to make it hard. With the rest of our time in Toronto, we met up with some friends over Jamaican food.
It's okay, we can split one.
Yeah, we can split one. You can actually have mine. I don't need fried.
We also randomly discovered a Texas barbecue place nearby and decided to try it on a whim. And wow, it really blew me away. It was that good. Looks good. Looks good. We just finished eating lunch and I'm so full. It's really good. Yes, this place is really good. I highly recommend coming for barbecue. Ta-da, the cafe. Before we knew it, it was time to head back to Vancouver. At the airport, we checked out the new Maple Leaf Cafe at Pearson. I really love the grab and go concept. You just pick up what you want and go. There were so many options from salad, fruits, yogurt, cheese, tons of drinks, small hot food items, coffee and tea in takeaway cups, plus pastries and chips behind the counters. Such a neat concept, and I really love being able to bring everything straight onto the plane. Oh, sliders? Ooh. There's also some coffee to go, which is really nice for Jason.
You're sticking your neck out.
So I ended up grabbing yogurt, some fruits, pineapple Fanta, and then I found strawberry Fanta. I can't wait to check out the one opening at Vancouver Airport soon.